8 years after the Marikana Massacre and court cases are yet to be concluded. Even though police officers and mine workers were charged with murder, there have been repeated delays in bringing them to justice. Today, 4 policemen are expected to go on trial for the murder of a mine worker, allegedly while he was in a police cell. Manqoba Mchunu is covering that case and joins me from the Hight Court in Mmabatho, Northwest. Manqoba, tell us firstly about the delays. What has been delaying the court case and the court appearance of these 4 policemen?
Well, Andy, what you're hearing from the NPA this morning is that certainly this case has been going on from last year. We do understand that the suspects in this case, which include the former Deputy Commissioner of Police here in Northwest, William Pembe, had appeared here last year when the trial resumed. But we do understand that they were arrested in March 2018 by the police to face these charges related to the Marikana inquiry and, of course, the Marikana Massacre, where some of that evidence or allegations were made against them on the death of one of the miners who was found to have died under or in police custody. So we do understand, Andy, that the case had been going on but was also halted due to COVID-19 and the stringent regulations that came into place, and officials telling us that they are now ready to resume due to the fact that some of those lockdown regulations have been eased. So we do understand that the case will be going ahead, and the state saying that today it is presenting its last witness and it's hoping that it will wrap up its case today. But we do expect, of course, that the defense, on the other hand, will then make its case heard here in the court.
Right, thank you very much. Do we have any information on who that last witness is expected to be?
Well, Andy, what I can tell you so far is that the witness that is on the stand currently is an IPID officer who is one of those who investigated the circumstances surrounding the Marikana Massacre. So he was one of the 3 investigators that were called to assist in this investigation. And his name, Manqoba, has also told the court about his visit to the scene. He was there on the 16th of August, on the night of the 16th of August, to go and investigate alongside other colleagues what had happened there at Marikana. Of course, he described arriving at the scene and taking photographs of some of the cartridges and also some of the evidence that was also there on the scene, which included, of course, the bodies. He says that the IPID's job was simply to look into the issue on the police brutality aspect of it. So he has told the court so far that, in terms of their investigation, they also discovered at a later stage that one of the miners or one of the mine workers had actually died in police custody. So this was different from the reports that they'd received from the police that, in fact, 4 mine workers had died in hospital. So he says, according to the investigation, in fact, he says years later, that was 3 years later after they'd investigated this case, they only got to learn about one of the miners by the name of Modisa Otsile van Wyk Sikalala, who had died in police custody. But police have apparently never reported this as a death that happened under them, instead saying that she had died in hospital. So they then launched an investigation into this issue in particular to look around the circumstances surrounding his death. So he has told the court so far that indeed they started only investigating this matter in 2015 after initially that believed that this man had died in hospital. So he's still going on about the details surrounding that incident and how the police had then misled the IPID with regards to that death. So you recall only that the 4 suspects are facing, among others, defeating the ends of justice related to that particular case.
All right, thank you very much for that update from the Northwest, Manqoba Mchunu.